What's up, world? It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King III, and you are now tuned in to A Squared Archives, the one and only weekly broadcast that brings you all of Sunday's action from the Absolute Athletics Co-Ed Flag Football League directly from the field to you. So thank you for tuning in once again and turning up with us here on A Squared Archives, and let's get straight to the action, shall we? Now, after a 1-week layoff due to inclement weather, play resumed this past Sunday at Ellis Park. Now, while the sun was definitely out and about, it was still hella chilly. So you was either moving around on the field, but if you were staying still, you were probably huddled up by a barbecue grill or by a BBW trying to get some of that good old-fashioned body heat to stay warm. Either way, there was still some great football being played, so let's get straight to the action. In our 10 o'clock game, we had Grimy versus FCF, with Grimy winning handily in a 26-0 shutout. I mean, damn. 2 games into the season, is anybody gonna score against these Grimy Mods? Also at 11, we saw BYOB versus Habibi, with Habibi handing their opponents their second straight loss of the season with a score of 6-37. Our high noon matchup featured the Cartel versus Treason, with Cartel laying a 48-8 smackdown on the betrayers of their oppressors. Looks like after a 0-1 start to the season for both teams a few weeks back, Cartel was able to regain their focus and pull to 500 on the season, at least for now. The 1 o'clock game featured Reckless Abandon taking on the Stallions, with Stallions pitching a 0-14 shutout of Reckless. That's very surprising. At 2 o'clock, we had Stampede versus Vipers, with Stampede winning by a score of 34-16, placing both teams at 1-1 for the season. At 3 o'clock, we saw Elite versus Grab These, with Elite coming away with a 22-18 victory because Grab These was able to score late in the game. At 4, we had Force versus INT. Wait, I meant to say INT. Damn it, INT. Man, that's the 3rd time in a row I said INT. Anyway, the Newport 100 jersey wearing team beat the absolute dog out of Joey's team by a score of 34-6. And truthfully, it wasn't even that close. I mean, INC stunk up the field so bad, I had to take my kids home early due to air toxicity and the pungent aroma left in the air due to INC's offensive performance. I mean, nevertheless, Force now sits at 2-0, while INC does not. Now on to our fan-voted games of the week. In our first game of the week, we saw Bad Intentions versus Beast Mode. Now this matchup took place at high noon, so everybody was probably out at the field watching and spectating, and both teams were coming off a season opening loss, so there was a lot at stake here. Beast Mode's number 4, Antron Moore, started the game off driving straight down the field and connecting with number 1, Thomas Ross, for the first score of the game. Beast Mode kept it going as number 14, Cam Philpott, scored on a touchdown reception to make it 12-0. Bad Intentions tried to fight back as number 13, Chaz, and number 23, Andre Barber, both had touchdown receptions of their own, but at the end of the game, there were just too many drop balls that cost Bad Intentions the game. Beast Mode put the game away when number 2, Rashid Woolfolk, scored on a 60-yard touchdown reception, and Beast Mode was led by number 4, Antron Moore, with 240 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, and number 11, DeAndre Watkins of Bad Intentions, threw for 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Our final game of the week was held at 1 o'clock, and it featured Up Top versus Evil Empire. Now, these are 2 very formidable opponents, in my opinion, if you ask me, right? But Up Top came out clicking on all cylinders despite a very long weekend from what we witnessed on social media, right? On offense, number 6, Bobby Starks, he completed 4 out of 5 passes on his first drive, and he capped off the drive with a 19-yard touchdown pass to his wife, number 23, Chandrill Stark. The defense of Up Top didn't let up either, as number 23, Angel Brooks, returned an interception for 100 yards. I mean, you talk about a pick 6, it don't get no better than that. And it seemed to change the overall mood of Evil Empire at that time. Finally, Evil was able to put the ball in the end zone as number 4, John Bowes, connected with number 11, Kevin Savage, for a 6-yard touchdown, and this put Evil back in the game, 16-8 going into half. Evil had the ball coming out into the second half, and John threw his second interception of the game to number 14, Clarence Williams of Up Top. Up Top was able to capitalize on the INT, and number 6, Robert Starks, connected with his wife, number 23, Mrs. Starks, once again for a 19-yard touchdown score for her second touchdown of the game to seal the victory for their team. Now, up top's number 6 had 208 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception, while Evil Empire's number 4 threw for 244 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, but unfortunately had 3 interceptions. All right, so that's what's going on the field. Let's talk about some things happening in the background. First of all, congratulations to all of our winners from this week, and for next week, the losers, y'all still have another chance to win. But in other news, you asked for it, now it's here. USFTL has sanctioned Absolute Athletics Women's Flag Football League. So now, starting June 10th of this year, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., you all will get your very own women's only league. It's $800 per team with a 15-woman cap per roster. You'll have live stats, 6 weeks regular season and playoffs, team and player profiles, all-star selection, A2 archive coverage right here from yours truly, and the winning team gets a paid bid to your tournament of choice. You'll get a team trophy, individual medals, and of course, those good old bragging rights. Who could ask for anything more, right? Now, the location is still being finalized, but we should have more information in the weeks to come, so please stay tuned. But ladies, get your teams ready because the deadline is quickly approaching, and that deadline is June 1st. All right, so if you're anything like me, when you come to the field and you see the grills going, you see people eating, you like, damn, I should have brought a bag of chips or something, right? Well, don't even trip. Chef Grady Catering and Ooh Wee Sweet Tea number 11 is the official A Squared food vendor. So come on and try some of their food and some of their delicious drinks. They'll be out there each and every week with a variety of things to offer, from water, tea, chips, hot dogs, tacos, hamburgers, and everything in between. So let's support our own compliments of A Squared, all right? Now, we got a couple special announcements as we close out this week's episode of Archives. The porta potties. We now finally have a porta potty out on the field for those of us that stay after the 2 o'clock hour. It's located by the basketball courts on the southeast corner of the park. So y'all be sure to get the piss on, you know what I'm saying, in the porta potty. Not just playing. In terms of barbecues, man, everybody like to grill and chill, but we're reminding everyone to use the red bins that are located on the field for coals only. That's not for trash, that's not for paper products or anything like that. Please, please, please use the red bins for coals only. And be sure to dump your coals in the red bin. Don't just put them by the tree or just dump them in the grass. We want to be very mindful and respectful of the Park District policies, so thank you. In terms of trash cans, we're working on getting more trash cans, but please note that we do have big black garbage bags for you to use at the A Squared tent, and that's for everyone in the event that the trash cans are full. So let's be mindful of cleaning up behind ourselves and leaving the place better than it was when we got it, all right? Now, Love Recognition Ceremony is coming up very shortly. That's A Squared's community partner, the Ladies of Virtue, LOV. And they're having their annual recognition ceremony on May 20th at 4 p.m. at Crane Medical Prep High School on the west side. So please come out and support the Love Sisters as they share their experiences with everyone. All right. So now to all of my small business owners out there. You got a community organization, you got a small business or some type of initiative you need help getting support for. Well, A Squared is trying to help. So contact Joey if you have any small business needs, because we have an event coming up, and you can reach him at joe@absoluteathleticschicago.com for more information. Now, there are limited spots available for the spring season, but we definitely want to support all of our small businesses and community organizations. So please, please, please reach out immediately if you want to participate in this event. And also, A Squared gear, such as the shirt that I have on right now, will become available very shortly. And all you need to do is contact Joey for anything that you may want or need. Now, if you have any questions, any thoughts, any ideas, any concerns, Joey is accessible 24/7, 365, and you can reach him at 773-504-5103, or once again via email at joe@absoluteathleticschicago.com. Well, that about does it here for us on A Squared Archives. It's been a pleasure serving as your host. Check us out each and every week by subscribing to the Absolute Athletics YouTube page, checking out the website, that's absoluteathleticschicago.com, and or by downloading the Sports Engine app from your App Store or Google Play. And don't forget, each and every week, you need to vote for your preferred game of the week so we can highlight it here on A Squared Archives. So once again, it's been your boy, Calvin Leroy King III for A Squared Archives, signing out and signing off. Catch you at the field. Peace.